So you're into NFTs. That's great. Me too. But can we be honest for a second?
With all of these new projects dropping all the time, it kind of gets overwhelming, especially when you haven't even gotten over an older project. It's like living in a constant state of FOMO where you're even afraid to go to the toilet because you fear you might miss something very important, more important than your bladder.
I know this because I was stuck in this vicious cycle for months. After a long period of constant anxiety and multiple hospital visits for bladder issues, not sure what was that about, I think I finally found the sweet spot, a way of predicting the potential success of NFT projects.
A method that lets me spend less time worrying and more time having fun, and also make a bunch of money in the process.
So the topic of this video is what makes a successful NFT project. But before I start, it's important to know two things.
This is not financial advice, and this is a work in progress. The NFT space is evolving every single day, and no one can say anything for sure.
So I'm simply sharing what I think are the top indicators for a successful NFT project.
The first and perhaps the most important indicator is the team behind the project. How are they like? Have they done any other projects in the past? How did they turn out? The NFT community is very tight-knit and reputation travels fast.
Although assessing the team behind any project is not as easy, the idea is to do as much as you can.
A project's Twitter and Discord server are two good places where you can talk to the developers. A simple interaction can give you a strong idea about the team's competence and even their intentions, and it goes a long way. The second indicator is the community behind the project. Almost every project attracts an early community. It collectively spreads the word around and even volunteers to perform different tasks.
Since the community has ownership in the project, they also influence a lot of its major components.
A lot of the Bored Ape Yacht Club's success came directly from its community's passion for the project. This meant holding onto their NFTs, collectively building the brand, and even bringing in big partnerships. It's a very collective effort. The third indicator is the project's roadmap.
Well, kind of. I think roadmaps are similar to the promises that politicians make before an election. There's a chance that they might actually do it, but more often than not, they don't really do it. Especially when you see roadmaps that are too good to be true.
Or when they're filled with buzzwords with no substance. A roadmap for me is a general direction of the project, and it helps me identify the developer's intention. Are they baiting potential buyers by promising lucrative returns? Are they too vague and only concerned with selling out? Are they making claims that are not in their control?
These are a few red flags. A good roadmap, in my opinion, is the one with a realistic approach, and also with great emphasis on the community.
A good project starts giving you value from the get-go, mostly in the form of an exciting community experience. The fourth indicator is the overall positioning of the project. Successful projects always disrupt the NFT space in some way or another. It could be the project's historical significance or its unique approach to reward its holders. These projects aim to rewrite the NFT history, or at least try to enhance it.
The good news is that the space is still new, and there's plenty of room for innovation. So look for projects that intrigue your curiosity. Those are generally the ones that are doing something right.
The final indicator is your general likeness towards the project. Let's be honest for a second. You can invest in a project and you might even make money, but like any other investment, you might not make any money.
The reality is there will always be projects that will become successful, and there will always be projects that will remain in the shadows. So if you genuinely like a project, just being a part of it becomes value by itself.
And money acts as a bonus rather than a requirement. Every successful project boasts a community of admirers, and if you're not that, you'll have a really bad time if you don't make any money.
Conclusively, investing in NFTs is unlike any other investment. It involves meeting new friends and realizing a shared appetite for having fun. I've used these indicators to invest in projects that I'm really bullish on, and I hope you can do the same.